Good morning. Hello, friends. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Forgot what day it was. I was going to try to sit in the park today and talk to you, but as I got out between the sun blinding me and the mowers mowing, I finally decided just to sit in my car. So it is 9 o'clock on Thursday morning, and I'm here talking to you. I want to talk to you a little bit about differentiation. Now, you hear all the time, if you're a small business, especially if you're a coach or consultant, that you have to find your differentiation. You have to find your secret sauce. You have to find what makes you special and unique. And that can cause some people to break out in hives, because that can be pretty intimidating, especially when we are good at what we do and we just do it naturally and innately. Being able to identify and qualify what makes us special can be really difficult, because we just don't see how it's special because it's so common to us. So being able to identify that and then capitalize on that for our business is really difficult. So the idea of coming up with what makes you different, what makes you special or unique, can really stress people out. And it can be difficult. Like, it's not necessarily an easy thing. It can be a challenge. Oftentimes I find, especially for myself, that I needed other people to help me figure that out. Whether people overtly pointed it out and said, this is what makes you different than other people doing what you do, versus just hearing what testimonials, hearing what people say about me, hearing what I helped people with. Those are the things that helped me over time figure out what made me different, what made me special, what made Lone Orange unique from other businesses. Now, here's one fundamental belief that I want to share that I think is crucial for this. While finding your differentiation can be a struggle at times and may feel daunting, it is absolutely possible, because I believe that every single solo entrepreneur that is out there doing business is different than anybody else out there. There is no one like you. Your business is as unique as you as an individual, period. Like, I don't think there is any, any exception to that rule. There is always going to be something that makes you unique. You can have 2 people, you can have 10 people who do the same type of thing, or who say they do the same work, and your experience with them will be completely different. So as a solo entrepreneur, as a business person, figuring out what that differentiation is super important. Here's a story I want to tell you about this, that I teased you a little bit about in the description. I almost missed meeting my husband. Good morning, Shanna. How are you? Thanks for joining me today. I almost missed meeting my husband. And the only reason I did meet him is because I got super clear on me and my differentiation. Thanks, Shanna. You notice my nails, my pink and all the black. So, I only met my husband because I got clear on my differentiation. Here's the story and how it relates to our businesses. So my husband and I met on Match.com, but here's the thing. Prior to meeting him, I had been on online dating sites for a couple of years, and I had been on, so my faith is really important to me, so I was on faith-based sites with an assumption that there was going to be a baseline of beliefs, of values, of whatever, on these sites. So I had an assumption that the people I was going to meet there we kind of had a commonality already. I met some really creepy people on those sites, to the point where I was this close to giving up. I was ready to say, this online dating stuff is ridiculous. I'm out of here. If this is God's will, if it's God's will for me to get married, I will find somebody some other way, but this isn't it. So I was this close to getting off of it. Luckily, my cousin, Jeff, convinced me, do Match.com. And I, perhaps in a little self-righteousness, was like, oh, but that's a secular site. Faith is too important to me. But I was like, okay, I'm going to take his challenge. And so I took his challenge. Here's where the difference was. in my profile on Match, because there wasn't a common denominator that I assumed was there, I got super clear in what I was looking for from in a potential mate, in a potential husband, in just somebody to date, into somebody to talk with. So I got a lot clearer on my values, on what I was looking for, on the I get super clear, maybe I didn't put this in my profile, but on the deal killers, on the things that I was willing to accept and not willing to accept. And because of that, I actually met some of the best people from Match, and I met my husband. And if I hadn't gotten clear on my differentiator, I wouldn't have even met Matt. I wouldn't have met my husband. So that is the importance of, hi Mary, good to see you here. That's the importance of understanding your differentiator, even in dating. I mean, what a silly story, but it's so true. And it totally applies to our businesses. So when you're in business, especially as a solopreneur, especially when you're a coach or consultant, when the space can be pretty busy, pretty noisy, we all need to be super clear on for ourselves what makes us special, and then to be able to communicate that compellingly and let people, so that people know that you're talking to them. Here's 3 things that understanding your differentiation will do for your business. First one is it's going to attract the people that you can best help. You can help a lot of people and you can help anybody that walks through your door, or your virtual door, or your literal door. You can do something for all those people, but are they the best people that you can best help? Maybe not. I've had plenty of clients who I have helped, I have worked for, they have paid me, they have hired me. They weren't necessarily my best clients. Maybe I didn't help them as well as I would have liked. Maybe I didn't enjoy it as much. For whatever reason, they were not my best clients. And had I been clear on what makes me special and what my own values were, I probably could have vetted them out and said, you know what, let's not waste each other's time. You need to find somebody else. So, first reason differentiation is important, because it attracts the people that you can best help. People can't find you if you don't even know who you are or how to talk about who you are. Number 2, for your clients, your prospects to understand what makes you different, gives them a reason to hire you over someone else, because they're going to have that point of differentiation. If they're shopping around, and I am a shopper. I like to shop and weigh out, pros and cons, and I take a long time to make a decision. So if I was hiring a coach, I would spend some time looking at different coaches out there who might be able to help me, and I'm going to figure out what makes each of those different and what is going to match best what I need. So by you being super clear on that, then that's going to be that point of connection, that reason for them to hire you over someone else. And then you're going to be able to help them the best. Like, they're going to be a good client for you. And then the third thing is it gives you a point of connection. Like attracts like. It's a fact. It's the way our brains are wired. And so being able to explain your differentiation, being able to tell your story, being able to talk about your values gives you that point of connection where people can know that you're going to help them, know that they've got something in common with you, and it kind of forms that bond, and that helps develop that relationship. So those are the 3 big reasons why differentiation is important. Now, what can be your differentiation? Oh my gosh, there's so many different things. And I've heard different people say that it's only this or it's only that. But really, if you get super clear about it, it can be a lot of things. It can be your specialty. It can be your experience. It can be your knowledge. It can be your certifications. Sometimes that can be important or not important. It just kind of depends. It can be your methodology. It can be your philosophy. It can be, let's see, what else? How you treat your customers, how you serve your customers. But you want to find something that really makes you special. There's a couple things that I would say is kind of baseline. Being professional, I kind of hope so. Like, I hope that that's the case. I hope that being professional is an understood for your business. There are some industries that requires you to say it, just to be clear about that. But And even customer service is another one of those things that I kind of feel should be a given. So they aren't necessarily differentiators. So you got to dig deeper. If you feel like customer service is the one thing that makes you different, dig a little bit deeper because there's something more. That's one of the things that I love to do with my clients is help them dig deep and find what I call the brand gold. Find those nuggets that really make you and your brand stand out. And I would love, if you want some help digging in and figuring out, I would love to potentially help you and see if I can help you and see if we're a fit. Because I do vet and make sure that I'm going to be able to help you before I'm willing to take your money. But I want to be able to make sure that I'm going to be able to help you find that brand and then be able to communicate that and then be able to turn that into systems, some documentation so that you and your team can consistently be delivering on that brand. Excuse me. So I would love to schedule, and I'll put a link in the description here. I would love to schedule a 30-minute consultation call with you. If you're looking for somebody to kind of take you on this journey, to kind of walk through all these questions, to pull these things out of you and be able to start putting it in a cohesive manner and help you get clear and help you have that confidence that how you talk about yourself, how you communicate yourself is really what your brand is. I totally lost my train of thought. So I would love to have that consultation with you. The other thing I want to offer you is if you want to kind of dig in a little bit on your own and see what this is all about, in my process, I talk about knowing, communicating, and be. Know, communicate, be. And I put together a checklist of sorts of all the things that you want to look at and all the things you want to ask yourself in your business so that you can be really clear and know your brand, that you can communicate it really well and compellingly, and then that you can be that brand in all of your interactions and that your systems and everything is documented so that you're actually delivering on that brand. If you'd like a copy of that, it's free. If you'd like a copy of that, I'll put that link in the description as well. Just go click on that, sign up, and you'll get that checklist. And then if you want some help beyond that, then let me know. If that checklist does it for you, then great. I'm super glad that you got it. So until next time, it's been great. Hey, Kim, good to see you all here. It's been great seeing you all. Have a wonderful Thursday. Bye.